What's going on, guys? So in front of me, you are looking at a really cool truck. This is the 2022 Nissan Titan. Now, this is not the Titan XD, but this is the Titan PRO4X. And what's really cool about this is this specific truck, I am the first reviewer to actually get my hands on this truck. It's so new that it doesn't even have a Maroni sticker to it yet. So I don't even have like all the specs and features. I'm gonna have to discover them and find them. But I'm gonna have this truck for a few days. Definitely wanna go over it and give you my impressions on this half-ton Nissan Titan PRO4X. All right, so this Titan PRO4X is equipped with just about every feature that you can get on one of these. The PRO4X is one of their premier trim packages, including their off-road features and off-road capability package that is going to give you a lot of great features, such as a locking rear differential. It has general grabber tires on it. It's running 18-inch wheels, all LED lighting. You know, I've pointed this out in videos before, but Nissan's actually one of the auto manufacturers that kind of pioneered the use of LED lighting everywhere, and a lot of the other manufacturers followed suit. Some of the things that they started doing that kind of, again, pioneered the LED movement was to put trimming and different types of LED accent lighting all around their vehicles. Up front, because this is a PRO4X, you can see that nice, thick, beefy front skid plate. What's cool about it is it wraps all the way up and around, too. I mean, check that out. Wraps all the way around, and that is an aluminum front skid plate. You see your tow hooks right there. What's interesting about them is you can see how they go to a much narrower, thinner taper as they get closer to the end. Typically, your tow hooks are going to be manufactured out of high-strength steel, so even though they may not look like they're capable, they certainly are. You can see the nice matte black grille with the red Nissan emblem, red paint. I'm a fan of red. I know some channels out there aren't, but me personally, I am a fan of red on trucks, and this is a beautiful, beautiful colored truck. LED fog lights up front, parking sensors up front as well. This is going to have 360-degree cameras. Another thing that Nissan kind of pioneered. They started putting 360-degree camera views on vehicles long before anybody else did, especially on their trucks, which is really cool. As we come around, I really like the matte black fender flares that come off the side. Certainly makes the truck stand out. You know, from this angle, it looks like a Nissan Titan. You know, it really has that Titan look to it. Even though the lines are a lot more flowy, the lines are definitely more aerodynamic than they were in the past with that older box design to it. One thing I really love about this truck, and I know you guys will know that I love, is the fact that it has towing mirrors. So this truck is one of the only half-ton trucks on the market that comes with towing mirrors. And not only comes with towing mirrors, but is easy to get equipped with towing mirrors. A lot of half-ton trucks on the market, you don't get them. And what I mean by towing mirror really is this wonderful spot mirror down here in the bottom. This thing is absolutely great. It's concaved. It gives you a really good view down the side so you can see if somebody's in a blind spot. Absolutely love these mirrors. And you know, for all the folks who are huge fans of Ford, Chevy, Ram, GMC, whenever you look at this and you see something this practical being applied by Nissan, you just kind of wonder why they're so hard to get on the truck brands that you may love. So something like this can be a game changer for a lot of folks because it can change your perception of a brand and what they're willing to do to make the customer happy. This, to me, is a wonderful feature to have on this truck. Nice running boards running down the side. They are not auto-deploying, but you typically don't see auto-deploying running boards on your off-road packaged vehicles, only because if you do plan on taking it off-road, you might not want to risk damaging those electric deploying running boards. Back here, your PRO4X badging on the side, all LED lighting back here as well. Again, these are your general grabber tires. Tire size on this truck, they are going to be 275/70 18s. This is going to have your standard leaf sprung suspension, 4 leaf springs. There might be a overload leaf on the bottom or a main leaf. Fully boxed E-coated frame, which is really nice and Shiny frame too. They actually started doing boxed frame designs before a lot of the other truck manufacturers did as well. You have this corner step. Now, I know a lot of manufacturers are putting corner steps on their trucks when they don't have any other means to access the bed. On the Ram that I recently did, it also had a corner step, but keep in mind, Titan started putting these on before other brands did. Another area that it's kind of pioneered. So right off the bat, some of the things that this truck has done that kind of led the way in the industry, and they've all done really well in the long term as far as reliability. 360-degree cameras, parking sensors front and rear, rear corner step, towing mirrors on the truck, fully boxed E-coated frame. I mean, these are all areas that Nissan has led the way and other manufacturers started emulating. So, you know, as far as market share goes, you know, it's no secret that General Motors, Ram, and Ford kind of dominate the market in terms of market share. But when you look at where they got a lot of their ideas, right here, the Titan. Looking underneath, that is not a steel bumper. So it might have a steel backing to it, but the bumper is actually plastic, which is surprising to me. A lot of companies are looking to lose weight in this area, and I guess this is one area that Nissan did. Looking underneath, you can see your rear axle right there. It is a solid rear axle, has the Bilstein shocks on it, and yeah, it has 4 leaf springs. Does not have an overload on the bottom. You have your spare tire hanging from under here as well, plus you have a sway bar right there as well. 2-inch receiver right here. You have your 4-way and your 7-way connectors there. All right, just feeling behind the bumper to see if there's additional structure, which there is, but I don't think it's actually steel. I think it's all still kind of reinforced with steel, but not necessarily, you know, coated, if that makes sense. Another camera here on the back. I like this emblem across the back as well. Again, matte black, PRO4X, absolutely gorgeous. Now, a lot of folks are going to say, what's the difference between a Titan and a Titan XD? Well, the Titan XD is a slightly heavier duty version of a Titan. It weighs more, it rides rougher, it certainly rides rougher. I've reviewed enough of them to know that. The Titan is going to be more in line with like a standard F-150, and then a Titan XD would be like an F-150 with a maximum tow package or with the heavy service suspension on it. Basically, it is a beefed up version of the truck, and the frame in certain areas is slightly beefed up and elongated in some areas. It's a different truck, even though it looks pretty much the same. You'd have to get one side by side so you can actually see some of the differences dimensionally, but again, they're very similar trucks. This truck arguably is going to be the truck most people buy. It's going to get better fuel economy. It's going to have slightly different payload numbers, and we'll take a look at those in a second. But it doesn't necessarily mean the payload numbers are going to be less. You just have to understand that this is a slightly lighter truck overall. Coming around this way has the matte black handles. Right here, another feature that Nissan kind of pioneered, the ability to grab the handle, unlock and lock the door with the key fob in your pocket. You know, everyone expects that feature on trucks now. It's pretty much universal on any vehicle you buy. Who was the first automotive manufacturer to make this pretty much a standard feature across almost every vehicle they have, including their truck? Nissan. Crazy. You guys may wonder why I like Nissan so much, and I've never actually owned one, and there are a lot of reasons why I like this truck over what some of the other manufacturers are doing. And part of that is the fact that all these new luxury things you are getting nowadays pretty much started with the Nissan Titan, and there's a lot to be said about that. Coming back around to the front, you can see your really nice LED lighting up front, and again, everything's LED. We're going to pop the hood real quick and take a look under it. Okay, so now we're under the hood. Very clean, very nice setup. Here is your battery. So this 5.6 liter gas V8 is going to have 400 horsepower and 413 pound-feet of torque. So it's certainly in line with what a lot of the other truck manufacturers are putting out. What's also really nice about the Titan is it tends to cost a little bit less. So you get a lot more in terms of power, you know, features, amenities, everything you're looking for at a significantly lower price, which certainly is not bad when it comes to looking for a truck with the right value for your needs. And real quick, let's start talking about something that is always kind of the butt of the joke for a lot of folks, and that's the warranty. You know, a lot of folks say, yeah, it's going to have a great warranty, but the fact is you're going to have to use it, or you're going to have problems with it, and that's why they give you a big warranty. But we all know, whenever you buy a vehicle, let's say my truck, for instance, has a 3-year, 36,000 mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, and once that bumper-to-bumper warranty is up, then all of a sudden you're dealing with other issues. You're dealing with other problems that you now have to pay for yourself, such as battery replacement. I just had to drop a couple $100 into batteries on my truck because the batteries were out of warranty because the bumper-to-bumper warranty on the truck was up. So, you know, there was money I had to throw in there. There's other little areas, the sunroof, things like that. And you know, even though you have an arguably reliable truck, if you have to take it in to get it serviced and it's out of warranty, things can get very expensive very quickly if you don't have an extended warranty. What's really cool about the Nissan Titan is the fact that it has a 5-year, 100,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. Not even kidding you. We all know how quickly modern day batteries go out, but for this truck, they're covered 5 years, 100,000-mile bumper to bumper. Not even talking about powertrain, just bumper to bumper. And that's pretty dang amazing. It's not just amazing, but it's a testament to the fact that Nissan trusts how they build their vehicles, and they build them in such a way that they feel like you'd be able to get that life out of it without it burdening a dealership too much. The fact is that the trucks are that reliable that they're able to offer that type of warranty, and even for things that maybe historically didn't have issues are starting to potentially have issues, such as LED lighting. That's not a feature that's been around for a terrible amount of time. An LED headlight on a truck like this is probably $1,500 to replace, unlike the old school bulbs where you just swap a bulb out. Bumper to bumper warranty for 5 years, 100,000 miles. You don't have to worry about something like that. And there is a lot to be said about a warranty like that that covers the truck bumper to bumper. All right, coming around to the back of the truck, let's pop the tailgate down. So this is a manual latch tailgate. Got the key here in my pocket though, so I'm gonna unlock it. It does not have a auto release remote tailgate, which a lot of the newer trucks do. So you do have to still pull the handle. Some people may really appreciate that because here is a big downfall to having a tailgate like I have on my truck. If your battery is dead, you cannot pop your tailgate. Just think about that. If your battery's dead, you cannot pop your tailgate. If you have a malfunction to the electronics going to your tailgate, you cannot pop your tailgate. If you damage the wiring harness underneath it, you cannot pop your tailgate. There's a lot of things that you have to be aware of. Now, what makes this extra nice is the fact that they even give you a keyhole here. So you can take the key out of your fob, throw it in there, and unlock or lock the tailgate without needing the remote. So again, battery's dead, wiring harness damaged, things like that, you don't have to worry about it because you can simply use the key to lock and unlock your tailgate. It is a slow opening tailgate. It says Titan right across the back here. Coming inside of the tailgate here, you can see that it does have the rail system going around to help you secure cargo a little bit better. It has a spray-in bed liner. It is a steel bed. There's a couple little cup holder areas like this. This is all pretty common in most tailgates. You got 4 tie-down locations here as well. Then you're going to have a power sliding back window there that we can look at while we're here. You can see LED lighting all across the top right there, which is really nice. And the tailgate is very lightweight. Very lightweight. Easy to throw around if you need to. So real quickly, I wanted to show you some of the bed lighting. You have some lights under the rails here, and then you have these lights right here, which kind of illuminate your tailgate. So it's kind of interesting. It's a little bit different than some of the other manufacturers that either put their lights right here. Toyota starts putting them in the center there. I mean, they give you light all the way at the back of the bed, but then they also give you light here at the very front of the bed, which is really nice. They include a 110 outlet in the bed of the truck. It's not in the most convenient location. I do wish it was kind of set over here maybe a little bit more, but this may be the same bed that they put in some of the trucks that come with the actual gooseball capability. And if that's the case, then they probably put this in the same location that the 7-way connector might normally be in, so they don't have to make another cutout. Very nice though. So that's going to wrap it up for this video on the exterior and kind of my rant talking about the warranty, the engine, some of the other components of this truck, looking underneath it. In the next video, we're going to go over the interior of this truck and kind of spend a whole video trying to see what we can discover since I don't have a Maroni on this. Anyways, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you haven't had a chance, now is a great time to subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.